The Total Media Sports Network presents Raceland Rams football. Now let's go to the stadium for the pregame show and the voice of the Raceland Rams, James Collier.
And a pleasant good evening from beautiful Clark's Puppet Shop, Putnam Stadium here in Ashland. Welcome into Countdown to Kickoff on the Total Media Sports Network, along with us here on Kool TV for the audio coverage of tonight's game. Welcome to season number 100 for the Raceland Rams, who roll in with their third consecutive state championship runner-up, falling 27-22 to Lexington Sayre last year as they embark on season number 100 that started all the way back in 1926. This is game number 1,035 for the Rams, and Mike Sammons in his 12th season is hoping to guide his troops to a gold trophy this year on that first Friday in December. They've got a formidable opponent here tonight as they meet the Ashland Tomcats for the 21st consecutive meeting. This is the 36th all-time meeting. Ashland leading that series 25-10. Ashland took the game last year 28-7, but they've been nip and tuck most seasons back and forth when these two teams have hooked up. We'll step out for our first break. We'll come back. We'll set the scene. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons and get our starting laps, get you ready for kickoff. It is game number 1 of season number 100 for the Raceland Rams. They're on the road at Ashland, and our coverage continues after this on Countdown to Kickoff on the Total Media Sports Network.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Since trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at the Clark's Puppet Shop, Putnam Stadium, as we get you ready for the countdown to kickoff from the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. For all your pharmaceutical needs, see the great folks at Ram Pharmacy located on Greenup Avenue in Raceland, or give them a call, 606-836-RAMS. As the Raceland Rams embark on season number 100 and a very tough schedule that they've got set up this season, as they don't come home until September the 12th. On the road this week at Ashland. Next week they'll head to Louisville and play Pleasure Ridge Park out on the west end of Louisville. Then they go to Pikeville. And week number 4, they come home with a visit from Mercer County. They'll play Mercer County, followed by Newport Central Catholic. They'll take a road trip down to Hazard. Then they make a return trip back home, in which they get Paris and Fairview. And then the final 2 road games of the season at Nicholas County to close out district play, and then at East Carter. And then postseason play begins after that. Jake Waller, I was talking with Coach earlier, and he said he's probably, the quarterback position has been their biggest growth this offseason. He's got a stud collection of running backs behind him with Landon Stiltner, Shannon Marucci, and Landon Bloss to name the 3. And then a kid that we just put the title athlete beside of Jonah Arnett. Arnett and Waller both had stellar sophomore seasons. You've got Stiltner, who, coming off of the injury, Marucci really was thrusted into the running back role by committee last year because of the injuries to Stiltner, and he kind of seized the moment and was an absolute beast of a running back. But the 3-headed monster of Stiltner, Marucci, and Bloss, put that together with the collection of backs that he has to throw the ball to, of Bryson Rousey and Parker Ison, the pair of seniors, Eli Evans and Scout Wilkes, a pair of juniors. Also in the mix there will be Brigham Davidson and Landon Goodall. Defensively for the Rams, they bring back a ton of experience on that line. Chris Bradlin and Alex Headley are back. The linebackers, 3 of the 4 return. The only departure there was Kenny Littoral. Brody Brumfield will assume that position. And in the back end, they lost 1 senior in Austin McKee. All right, we'll step out for a break. We'll return, and we'll talk with head coach Mike Simmons and get his thoughts on game number 1 here on the road. That's as we continue our coverage. You're on Countdown to Kickoff on the Total Media Sports Network.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship,
Care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting healthcare for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. The Greenup County Public Library System is the best.
We strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FD.
Where you're at, you know where you're going, you got to know how you're going to get there. And so this is just a start for us. But obviously it's important, right? It's our first game. We want to put our best foot forward. And you only get so many opportunities. You want to make sure you can move forward every opportunity you get.
You know, you look at the way the state championship game ended, and it left a bad taste in a lot of those juniors' mouth. That's your senior class this year. How much was that the motivational factor that you really saw for them in the off-season work, especially in the weight room?
Yeah, I feel like as a program, we felt like it was an opportunity lost. A situation where we maybe didn't do some things that we feel like we can do to our strength to really give ourselves the best advantage to win on that respective day, to be successful as we talk about. Not necessarily worried about the outcome, but be our best on that respective day. And so anytime, there's only one team left at the end, right? So there's always people that are going to point fingers and think this or think that. But at the end of the day, with opportunity, we didn't take advantage of it. And so you go back to work, you reevaluate, you lick your wounds, and you go through Christmas, and then you somehow you find a way to get up off the mat and you start swinging again. And that's who we are. That's who we've been since 1926, 100 years now, and really proud to be a part of that. And I think our guys tonight are too. And they're glad to show up here, and whatever happens, but they're going to put their best foot forward.
What have you seen that you've really liked from your team through the first 2 weeks? 2 solid scrimmages, one with Belfry, one with Wheelersburg, 2 formidable opponents.
Yeah, we obviously play really good people all season long, and what we went through the last 2 weeks and what we'll go through tonight and in the coming weeks is only going to pay dividends down the road. You're causing that ripple that you can really lean back on way down the road. Sometimes kids miss the forest for the trees on that, but it's really valuable. And so, we're senior laden, we're experienced. We got a lot of guys that's been there, done that. I think our guys have some point have got this sense of tune. Hey, let's get on to the season. Let's get on this. Let's get this thing on. And so, I think they'll be really excited to play tonight. Obviously, it's a premier high school environment in the state of Kentucky, playing a very, very good football team, a very good football program that we have the most respect for. We're really excited for the opportunity ourselves and to show who we are.
This time of this season, a lot of times you get some missed assignments, you get some broken plays offensively, but how big is it just getting through that first half of football to where you can get to the half and really reevaluate where you are and where it is you're trying to get to?
So 48 minutes is kind of who we are, kind of our approach, and we want to make sure at the end we have a chance. And 2 years ago up here we did. Last year, a little bit, maybe a little bit off the beating path, but we weren't knocked out. We were maybe just down on the mat. And so we just want to try to get there and give ourselves a chance at the end. We're going to begin with the end in mind. So we're going to coach this thing, trying to get to the fourth quarter and be in striking distance and to be successful. And so we're going to rotate early, keep our guys fresh, and try to hopefully let the early season, preseason conditioning work in our favor, particularly after playing 2 really tough, physical, some extended amount of reps, snaps against 2 very good opponents, and try to use that to our advantage. Obviously, they got a big roster and they got a lot of depth, so we're going to try to make sure that we don't let that be a factor in the end.
A big graduating class from them last year. They lost some big prolific playmakers. It started with LeBryant Strader and everything he did. Braxton Jennings is trying to play a roster spot for the University of Louisville. But they've got some guys in the backfield. But the biggest guy is probably 28 Cam Davis. He's an electric guy, and if he gets in space, he can really make you hurt.
Yeah, Cam is an outstanding young man. The most respect for him and his family. And his dad coaches here and his mom coaches here. And watched him grow up. You do this business long enough, you get to know families. And really good kid, really worked hard, been a 4-year starter for him. He's just dynamic. We got to know where he's at on the field at all times. They have some other guys who can make plays too, but there's no doubt 28 is their guy. So we got to try to make sure we contain him. I'm not sure, you can stop a guy like that. He's going to get so many touches. It's probably hard to, stop him all night, but we really try to contain him and make him work for what he gets and try to, minimize or, really limit his explosives.
For you, you got a stable of running backs this year with a ton of experience, and that offensive line returns a ton of experience as well. How much do you want to use that in your benefit to just lean on them and just continue pounding off 3-4 yards a pop?
Well, it's no secret. We feel like the game will be decided on, who can run the ball and who can stop the run. And so we obviously hope we're on the right side of that, but that will be the deciding factor in this game tonight is who – and turnovers. You got to be able to value the ball, People, again, talk about this RPO and that RPO and this new scheme or, whatever. Turn on College Game Day tomorrow and hear all these new schemes. You'll be able to listen to Nick Saban, one of the greatest. You're going to be able to block, tackle, and take care of the ball. And so that's what it'll come down to tonight. We're going to be able to establish a run. Obviously we feel really confident in our quarterback. He's probably the biggest growth area for us from a year ago till today. And so, we're not necessarily afraid or gun shy to put the thing in the air. But again, you got to be able to run the ball and stop the run to win in November and December. And that's what we're preparing for tonight.
Coach, we'll talk to you at halftime and after the game. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it.
We'll step aside for a break. We'll come back. We'll be starting lives to get you ready for kickoff. Game number 1 of the season 100. It's Ashland and Raceland from Putnam Stadium after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
So what will happen? Someone will be down there.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Since 1930, thank you for being a part of our journey.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1930.
Tri-State Ophthalmology. Our referee is Lane Hughes. Our umpire is Paul Pack. The head linesman is Davey Fields. The line judge is Adam Elkins. And the back judge is Jason Bradshaw. All red zone trips and first downs for the Rams are brought to you in part by Johnson Chiropractic. When muscle and joint pain slow you down, let Doc get you realigned. Give him a call, 606-473-5151. We'll also have the Johnson Chiropractic Player of the Game at the conclusion of this evening's contest. Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Our halftime show is brought to you in part by Glockner of Ashland. Happy to have them on board this season covering Raceland football. One final break. We'll set up everything with starting lineups and kickoff next as we continue our coverage. You're on Countdown to Kickoff on the Total Media Sports Network.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back at the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth as we get you set for kickoff. Captains making their way to their respective sidelines, and we're getting ready for our coin toss. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Raceland Rams. Setting the line will be the senior Carson Bowden. He'll be flanked by the guards of Chris Crum and Isaac Horsley. Ian Vance and Jacob Litteral are your tackles. Jake Waller, the 6-foot junior. I believe that's Cam Davis, it is. In the backfield, Shannon Marucci, Landon Bloss, Landon Stiltner, Bryson Rousey, and Parker Eisen will be your deep threats. Jonah Arnett, you'll see him a little bit of everywhere here tonight for the Rams. Defensively across the front, Bryson Toole, Chris Spradlin, and Alex Headley, 2 of those 3 back from last season. The linebacking unit, Shannon Marucci, Logan Lockwood, Landon Bloss, and Brody Brumfield. Jonah Arnett and Landon Goodall will work as your safeties, and Bryson Rousey and Parker Eisen, along with Max Burton, as the corners. Rams in all white tonight. They've got orange domes with the Ram horns on the side this season. Rams across the chest, black numerals with orange outline. Ashland in the maroon tops, white bottoms, the white helmet with the Ashland logo. Rams have won the toss. They want the football. They will receive here on this beautiful August evening here in Ashland. 82 degrees with a not really much wind to speak of at all. So should be a perfect evening. Again, the Rams will be on the road next week. We'll head up down to Louisville play and then at East Carter to close out the regular season. So Ashland making their march down the center steps on the end zone closest to the entryway in the concession stand area. Raceland has made their way onto the field. And we are about ready for kickoff here on this beautiful Friday night as we go under the lights for the first time of the 2025 season. If it's your first time with us here on the channel, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. Hit that bell each time we put out new material. We'll alert you directly to your device. And also follow us on Facebook. We've got a new page set up there and all of our stuff we're posting there. Don't forget, catch me tomorrow morning right here on the Total Media Sports Network at 10 a.m. for Across the Line. I'll have all the games that played tonight. We'll talk Major League Baseball. College football gets going next week. NFL preseason in its 3rd week. Lots to talk about, plus the Tour Championship wraps up this week down at East Lake in Atlanta. All that tomorrow morning right here on the Total Media Sports Network. The Rams will work right to left as I view it here high atop the Dick and Dickie Martin press box here at Doug Childers Field in Clark's Puppet Shop, Putnam Stadium. Alt Vanderhoof back deep to return for the Raceland Rams. Ashland huddled up right at their side of the 50-yard line, and we're about ready to get things rolling as the senior Troy Barnett will do the kicking honors. He's got a booming leg, and he can send it about anywhere he wants to go. Rams will be looking into the sun, driving toward the open end zone, which they have changed around a little bit. They put up fencing, and it's the giant video boards there, and a little bit of a kind of a turf, AstroTurf strip across the top that says Ashland across it, but those trees and the flag still standing off in the midst. So most of the end zone to our left is covered in shade. The Rams sideline is still blanketed in sunlight, and then from about the 30-yard line in is covered in sunlight as well. And that's where the Rams returners stand back at the 5. Ashland all huddled up, standing around the ball. Barnett will start the kick and slams on the brakes. See if he could find a hole in the gap there to try to kick the ball through. Nothing was there. He'll back up and give a big swing of the leg. Try to drive this one deep and get us underway. Barnett approaches. End over end kick. Vanderhoof will field it at the 6. Season number 100 underway. Vanderhoof across the 15 finds a gap. He gets wrestled across. And we've got 2 players tangled up back at the 15 with one player helmet coming off for the Tomcats. Laundry littering the field, and things heated here to start things off early on. So our referee is Lane Hughes, and he's got a lot of things to sort out here. It was a good return by Vanderhoof, who got clotheslined out near the 30-yard line. It looks like it will be okay, so we got 2 penalties, 1 on each team, and they offset and will re-kick. So, welcome to season 100. So, an illegal hands to the back for the Rams, or illegal block of the back against the Rams, and then hands to the face against Ashland. So, Barnett will square it up at the 40-yard line again, and Vanderhoof and Eisen standing inside their own 5 will try it again. Barnett puts it on the X right between the hash marks. Deep breath from the right-footed senior kicker. He hits a low driving kick that takes a hop. Vanderhoof from the 7. Goes to the right following Eisen, gets to the 20, cuts back upfield, across the 25, and gets out near the 30. And a good return from Charlie Vanderhoof. And we're going to put him down at the, looks like the 29-yard line. First down and 10 for the Rams with 11:47 to play in the opening frame. And here comes the Rams offense led by the junior quarterback of Jake Waller. Landon Stiltner starts in the backfield in his right pocket. 2 receivers wide to the left, 1 right. 5 hats across the line for the Tomcats. 2 down linemen. Handoff Stiltner. Sticks a foot in the turf, slips free, finds a hole and off to the races he goes. It's a foot race. Nobody's going to catch him. Take it to the house. 71 yards. Landon Stiltner. Touchdown, Raceland. Stiltner got bottled up in the backfield, found a slither of a hole, and races to the house. 71 yards to pay dirt. And the Rams lead this one 6-0. Welcome back, a healthy Landon Stiltner. So a great start for the Raceland Rams as they have to run a player on to play on the extra point kick team, and we're waiting for a kicker. Jake Waller needs his kicking block. That's what we're waiting on. So a great start to the 100th season for the Raceland Rams. A 71-yard run by Landon Stiltner. Parker Eisen will set it down. Jake Waller, last season 38 of 45 on PAT attempts. This one's down, it's up, it splits the uprights, and it's good. And it's 7-0 Raceland. We're back after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
One play, 71 yards. It takes the Raceland Rams to put it in the end zone. 11 seconds in time of possession. And a Landon Stiltner 71-yard dash takes it to the house. So kicking off for the Rams is Seth Morris. He's wearing 67 instead of 54. A former Ashland Tomcat. So he knows this field very well. Left-footed kicker hangs it high to the near sideline. It's fielded at the 5. Back to the near side, finds a seam, cuts back into a hole, and Sean Short and Max Burton wraps up the returner at the near the 30-yard line. It was Dalen Farrow on the return. And they're going to put it at the 31-yard line, so let's see what the Ashland Tomcats can do with their first possession here. Down 7-0. So Justin Hughes, the sophomore quarterback, sets his line down. One back in the backfield, that's Cam Davis. Flip it out to the near sideline, and that one spiked in the turf right in front of Sam Lyons. Incomplete, second down. 11:27 left to go here in the opening frame. 7-0 Raceland. Ball near side hash mark, closest to the Ashland bench. Now Maverick Ashby in the backfield in a twin set. Wide side of the field is to the left of Hughes. Raceland showing blitz. Here comes Lockwood. They come out near sideline. They've got Duckweiler, who is wrapped up immediately. Brumfield, Bloss, and Headley all in on the stop. It's third down and long. They'll take it out to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of only 3 and makes it third down and 7. Raceland last season on third down only allowed it 24% of the time to be converted. Hughes rolling out to the far sideline. Fires it out. That ball is knocked down, and Landon Goodall got a hand on it to swat it away. It's an incomplete pass, and the Tomcats are 3 and out on their opening possession. Really nice job there by the senior Landon Goodall. He was in coverage and was able to get a mid on it and swat it away. They were looking for Cam Davis. So Cam Davis will punt this one away. Jonah Arnett will do the return work for the Rams in the punting unit. 10:55 on arrested clock, 7-0 Rams. Davis hangs this one. Arnett with a chance to return from his own 30. Trying to get to the outside. Finds a seam. Arnett delivers a stiff arm and rolls across the 40-yard line. So take it out to the 41-yard line. 10:44 to play here in the opening frame, and the Rams back on the offensive side of things after punching it in on the first play from scrimmage. Here's a handoff as it goes right up the gut. Gets out to the 45-yard line. That is Landon Stiltner again. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6. Far side hash mark for the Rams. Stiltner will stay in the backfield for the Raceland Rams. They break the huddle. Eisen and Evans near side. Brigham Davidson lined up on the boundary right. Handoff Stiltner, searching for a hole off the right edge. He'll go off right tackle and pick up a couple. It's going to be third down and 4. Put him out to the 47-yard line, far side hash mark. So they need the Ashland 49 to move the chains. Raceland offensively last season, 44% of the time on third down conversion, 71 of 160. Approaching 9:30 to play. Split backfield this time. They'll go in the T formation as they'll give it off to Stiltner. He sticks a foot in the turf, spins in the hole, and it's going to be very close. Depending on where the spot of the football is, they've already motioned, moved the sticks. It's a Johnson chiropractic first down for the Rams, their second of the ball game. Stiltner, 4 carries for 81 already, 71 of those coming on the opening play. Three receivers to the wide side right. That's Davidson, Arnett, and Evans. Ice and boundary right. Waller from the gun. Handoff, gives it off to his tailback, Marucci. He makes a man miss, cuts back downfield. A penalty marker comes in as he rolls across the 45 down to the 44.
That's the front side defensive end.
And let's see what we get here on the infraction.
Coach Francis, that's the front side defensive end.
Rams are backing up as this is going to go backward for a hold.
Board is free. The front side defensive end comes free. That's not right.
So get that one on Jacob, literal. So a 10-yard penalty on the play, and we'll replay the down. So 1st and 17 for the Rams. Waller puts a man in motion. That's Arnett. They give it to him. He's wanting to throw it. He's got Ison down the far sideline, and it's nearly taken away. Nice defensive effort there by Mason Wolf as he came across as the lone safety to break it up. Great opportunity there, as that is not something that Joan Arnett has uncommonly done in the past. He's thrown a few passes. Just that one there did not have enough air underneath it to get to its intended target. So 2nd down and 17 now. Clock rested at 8:36, 7-0 Rams. Ball far side hash mark on the Rams side of things at the 44. Two backs in the backfield now. Landon Bloss as the up back. Hand off to Marucci. Marucci's met in the backfield, and he's swallowed up immediately. Getting in there and taking him down was Luke McCoy. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and long.
Nothing crazy here.
Approaching 8 minutes to go here in the opening frame. Rams in front, 7-0. 6th play of the drive coming up here as Waller has Bloss in his right pocket. 3 receivers wide to the left, 1 to the right. 1 high safety for the Tomcats. That's Davis. Waller wants to throw, coming near sideline, and Davis is right there and takes it away. Davis read it perfectly, and Cam Davis errs and pulls it in for the interception. He gets it at the 36-yard line, so the turnover stalls things out, and Ashland takes over, trailing 7-0 with the ball at their own 36. Cam Davis is a kid that he is all over the field, and he knows how to find the ball with the best. They'll start with Davis in the backfield in the left pocket. 4 hats across the line for the Rams. A delay handoff to Davis. Davis finds a hole, cuts back in the middle across the 40. Alex Headley making the stop. Also in there was Bryson Toole. Take him out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 8. 2nd down 2. Empty set this time for the Tomcats. Now Davis is going to come back into the backfield. Rams showing that they're trying to move. Headley jumps but stays back. Attached tight end to the right side of the formation. 2 receivers wide left. Here's handoff to Davis. Davis searching for a hole. Spins in the hole. He is wrapped up immediately. Chris Spradlin, the nose tackle for the Rams, making the stop. Also in there was Bryson Toole, but it will move the sticks for an Ashland 1st down. Needed to get the 46. He got the 47 on a gain of 3. Inside of 7 to play here in the opening frame. 7-0 Rams. An H-back this time for the Tomcats, used from the gun. Delayed handoff to Davis. Davis bottled up, and he gets met in the backfield and going down by Brody Brumfield, the junior linebacker. Stayed home and wraps him up for a loss as he takes him back to the 45 on a loss of 2. So 2nd down and 12 as the Tomcats go behind the sticks. Now a 2-back set with Ashby in the backfield in the right pocket, Davis in the left. 2 receivers to the wide side. They give it off to Ashby on a stretch. going to the far side of the field. He's bottled up by Marucci, met on the edge, and Max Burton will chase him out of bounds as he gets to midfield, maybe a tick over midfield. It's going to be 3rd down and long. He'll take him to the Rams' 49-yard line and make it 3rd down and 6. Ashland 0 for 1 on 3rd down tries in this contest thus far.
Coach Lewis, watch the football. Tell him. Watch the football. East, back to it.
3 receivers to the right side of the field. Davis in the middle of the trips. Ashby in the backfield to the right side of Hughes. Delayed handoff to Ashby. He's met immediately, and he's going to be well short as he'll pick up maybe a yard. Coming downhill was Shannon Marucci, that inside backer. It's 4th down. They'll get him to the 47. And 4th down and 4, and the Tomcats will at least show that they're going to punt this one away. So the Rams defense holding strong. 5 minutes to go here in the opening frame, 7-0 Raceland. Cam Davis to kick this one away. Arnett stands back at his own 15. High snap to Davis, all kinds of time. End over end kick is a bad kick that comes near side and bounces into the Ashland sideline inside the 35-yard line. They're going to put it right at the 35, so a kick of only 12 yards. 4:39 left to go in the first frame, and the Rams leading it 7-0. So Stiltner will work in the backfield with Jake Waller this time, as the Rams will start from the near side hash mark to us, closest to the Ashland bench. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field. That's the right. Eli Evans all alone. 1 high safety's Davis. Waller takes a low snap, rolling out, looking right. He had a man there. He pulls it down and keeps running, and he's going to sling this one out of bounds. He had Davidson on the speed out and just didn't throw it. 2nd down and 10, 4:32 to go in the first frame. Davidson saw limited action last season, did catch a touchdown, had an interception on the defensive side of things. A very good athlete, big-bodied kid that has really developed over the last season. Stiltner in the middle of Davidson and Eisen. Hand off to Marucci. He finds a huge gap, slips a tackle, gets tangled up as he crosses the 40. Coming downhill and making the stop was Tanner Woodman. But a nice stop there to save at least and force Raceland into a 3rd down try as they'll get it out to the 44-yard line on a gain of 9. Raceland 1 of 2 on 3rd down tries in the contest. They need a full yard. They need their 45 to move the sticks. On the near side hash mark, an H-back of Landon Bloss. Stiltner in the backfield with Waller. They give it off to Stiltner on a stretch. He makes a man miss, finds the edge, has 1st down yardage and more, playing downhill as he runs over a man and moves the sticks on a Johnson chiropractic 1st down as he takes it down to the Ashland 41. Gain of 15 on the play for Landon Stiltner. He's at 5 carries for 96 yards in the contest. Stiltner last year, 126 carries, 552 yards, 6 scores. That was in 8 games. Inside of 3.5 to go. Waller with 2 backs in the backfield with an H-back. Here's a handoff to Arnett. He lowers the shoulder, gets good yardage. The pile still moving as it gets down near the 35, and more helmets coming off. I've seen more helmets come off tonight in this game already than I've seen in a season. Down to the 36. It's a gain of 5. It's 2nd down and 5 for the Rams. Raceland's donning those new Ram horn logos on the helmets of those bright orange lids. Far side hash mark for the Rams. 2nd down and 5. Inside of 3 to go in the first. Leading 7-0. Looking to add to it here. Two receivers wide left, one to the right. Marucci in the backfield with Waller. They'll give it to Marucci. Marucci finds a hole. He spins and has first down yardage, gets stood up after crossing the 30. He's down to the 29, and another Johnson chiropractic first down. Gain of 7 on the play. Brody Simpkins in on the stop for the Tomcats. Fourth first down of the ball game for the Raceland Rams. Now the Rams looking like they're going to a heavy set this time. 2:30 to go in the first. And they'll go into the T formation with Arnett, Bloss, and Marucci. Couple of extra big bodies on the edge. They'll pitch it out to Arnett, trying to get the edge. Sticks a foot in the turf, cuts downfield. He gets inside and down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 4, second down 6. Good drive sustained here by the Rams, getting ready to snap it for the 7th time in this drive. Inside of 2 minutes to play here in the first frame. Rams will stay in that T formation. Ashland loading the line. They'll give it off on a dive to Marucci, and he goes right off of center and rolls down to the 20. So a gain of 5 makes it 3rd and 1 as the Rams go down inside the Johnson chiropractic orange zone. 90 seconds to play in the first. Rams looking to add to their 7-0 lead. Eli Evans wide left. 2 receivers to the right and an I formation now for Waller. And Waller's just going to sneak it himself. He's got a lot of room. He goes right up the middle. He got hammered by Cam Davis. He put it on the turf, but there was a Ram there to dive on it. It was Landon Bloss that saved it. Waller got free, and there was Cam Davis waiting on the backside who came downhill and put a big pop on the Rams signal caller. And Ashland wants a timeout with 1:07 to go to try to slow things down on this drive. So down to the 13. It was a gain of 7. Another Johnson chiropractic first down for the Rams, as that is their 5th of the ball game. But, man, what a drive the Rams have put together here. Their first play from scrimmage on season number 100, a 71-yard touchdown to the house from Landon Stiltner. That took 11 seconds to put the Rams in front 7-0. Ashland went 3 and out. Raceland's second drive, 6 plays, but an interception negated that on a 3rd down and long. They forced a punt on Ashland's second drive. And on this one, coming up on their 9th play, they've had the ball for nearly 4 minutes here to end out the first frame. Raceland looking for only their 11th win over Ashland in this series. It's playing their 36th contest. Raceland's last win coming over Ashland back on 2022. That was when the Rams played a home game in Wheelersburg due to the turf not being ready. Raceland got a win here in 2021 when they beat the Tomcats 16-7. All right, first down and 10 from the Ashland 13-yard line. 1:07 to play in the first frame. 3 receivers wide to the left, Ison boundary right. Jonah Arnett in the right pocket of Waller from the gun. They'll pitch it out to Arnett on the edge, trying to get toward the pylon. He's going to be chased out of bounds on the Raceland sideline after the little pitch there. They're going to take him to the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 8. It's 2nd down and 2. Actually, they're going to move this down to the 4-yard line now. So a gain of 9 there. T formation for the Rams. They give it off to Marucci, driving the pile right up the gut. He's still moving. It's a rugby scrum that's inside the 2, down close to the 1. It should be 1st and goal from right around the 1-yard line. And that's exactly where it'll be. So another Johnson chiropractic first down as the Rams have their 6th first down of the contest, looking to make this 14-0 as we're inside of a minute to go here in the first quarter. The Rams will stay in that T formation. Arnett, Marucci, and Bloss. They'll give it off to Arnett. Arnett powers his way in for 6. Touchdown, Raceland.
Great job. Great job. 53-2.
What a drive there by the Raceland Rams as they methodically stick it down the Tomcats' throat on that drive. 11 plays, 65 yards, 4 minutes and 12 seconds. And Jonah Arnett caps it off with a 1-yard plunge for his first rushing touchdown of the season. And the Rams lead this one 13-0. Waller for the extra point attempt. Ison to set it down. It's down, it's up, and it is good. 14-0, Rams in front. More when we return after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewis, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Back at the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth at Clark's Pump and Shop, Putnam Stadium. 14-0 Raceland after Jonah Arnett plunges in from 1 yard out. Seth Morris hangs this one high. It's going to take a high bounce. Farrow from the 10. Trying to stretch it out to the outside and gets dragged down around the 20-yard line. Somewhere around the 20 or 23, waiting for him to put the football on the turf. So at the 22, 21-yard line. 20 seconds exactly to go here in the first frame, so should be the final play of the first quarter. Ashland down 14-0. Sophomore Justin Hughes still at quarterback. He'll start with Cam Davis and Mav Ashby in the backfield. 2 receivers wide to the right. On the far side, hash mark for the Tomcats, down 14. Rolling out is Hughes. Lockwood nearly had him, now trying to get free. He'll throw it out to Cam Davis. Davis makes the catch, slips free, and gets pushed out of bounds by Bryson Rousey, but a penalty mark right here. I think he was past the line of scrimmage. That should be an illegal forward pass. And they've got a penalty marker on the far side as well. So either way, this one's going to back up. It gets out to the 27, but I think they're going to get a hold at the 23-yard line, and they're going to back it up from there.
You got 3 in, Seth. You got an ace look, 10 personnel.
So an illegal forward pass is a 5-yard penalty, so it's also a loss of down.
You got ace, Seth. 28. Back to me, Seth. Back to me. It's ace. It's ace. Davis in the
So
slot.
back to the 18-yard line. Swings this one out to the far side. They've got a man there. That is Mason Wolf. And that is the end of quarter number 1. Rams lead it 14-0. Back for more after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Since 1932, we've been being a part of our journey.
Shallow. Yes.
We head to quarter number 2 as we welcome you back to the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth here from Putnam Stadium. 14-0 Raceland. 3rd down and 8 for the Tomcats, who will now drive it from right to left as I view it here high atop the Dick and Dickie Martin press box here at Doug Childers Field. Near side hash mark for the Tomcats. 2 receivers to the boundary right. Ashby in the right hip pocket of Justin Hughes, the quarterback. 3 hats across the line, showing blitz. Here they come. Hughes stands in the pocket, finds an opening, comes near sideline, slips a tackle from Arnett, and is chased out of bounds into the Ashland bench. Landon Goodall chased him out, but a nice run there by the sophomore quarterback will move the sticks and an Ashland first down. He gets out to the 40-yard line. So a 22-yard run for the sophomore. And Ashland picks up only their 2nd first down of the contest. Near side hash at the, out to the 45, my mistake. Delayed handoff to Ashby, and he gets pinballed off of Logan Lockwood, and he's hurt. Big pop there by Logan Lockwood, and Ashby grimacing in pain. Injury timeout here at Putnam. We'll step out as well. Back after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Certified athletic training staff still attending to Mav Ashby as he took a cut right at near midfield and immediately grabbed for the knee. It was a non-contact. He got hit by Logan Lockwood, but he was already grabbing as he went down. We're going to step out for an extended break as the training staff continues to attend to him, and we'll bring you back here with 11:43 to go in the first half. Raceland in front, 14-0. We're back after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
Davis gets out to midfield and brings up 3rd down. Gain of 2, just nudges it across the 50 to the Raceland side of things, but short of the 49. So it's 3rd down and 5 coming up. Ashland 1 of 3 on 3rd down tries here this evening. Play clock's at 18. Ashland still in the huddle as Hughes breaks it with 15. 3 receivers wide to the right, a tight end left. Davis in the right pocket of Hughes. Play clock at 5. 3 hats down for the Rams. They bring 5. Hughes trying to roll out to the right. Throws it across. He's got a man there. That's Sam Lyons. Lyons makes the catch inside the 40. A little tap dance in front of the Rams bench. And they'll move the sticks and an Ashland first down. They'll take him down to the 36-yard line. Gain of 14 on the play. Ashland's 3rd first down of the contest. Trips wide to the left, a tight end right. 10:30 to play in the half. Hughes on a keeper. Goes off the right side and picks up 2 or 3. Second down coming up. We'll get him to the 32-yard line, a gain of 4.
Three's out. 7 and Simpkins, you're going to run this way. Tight end wing over here. Linda left yo.
Heavy set for the Tomcats. Scoring and stats of this game.
Mesh. Davis on mesh.
Blitz coming off the edge. Hughes fires it out into the flat far side. He's got his man there of Duckweiler. And depending on the measurement spot, it's going to be enough to move the sticks, it appears. And they will get the first down as they take it out to the 25-yard line. Only needed the 26. So a gain of 7 and another first down for the Tomcats, who are driving here down 14-0. But a really good drive here.
Bubble three.
Trips wide to the left. They'll move they'll move a new guy in the backfield. Hughes on a broken play. Tries to throw it across the middle. He was looking for Mason Wolf, but it was incomplete. They had Brody Simpkins in the backfield, who was filling in for Mav Ashby. Second down coming up. Clock rested, 8:53 to go here in the half. Second down and 10 coming up for the Tomcats. 10th play of the drive on this snap here by Hughes. Here's Simpkins. Goes right up the gut, down the seam, and gets stood up at the 20. Gave a gain of 5 on the play. It makes it back into 21, so third and 4. Gain of 4, 3rd and 6, my mistake. Alex Headley on the stop there, defensive end for the Rams. Had a great season last year, 60 tackles, 9 for loss. Just could not get to the ball. Duckweiler hauled it in, but he was out of bounds as it came into his hands. It was going to be a great catch. Instead, it's 4th down on the incompletion.
Watch the ball. Tell him to watch the ball, Coach Lewis.
So the offense stays on the field for the Tomcats for the moment. Raceland last season, 14 of 38 on 4th down tries against them. It's nearly 37%. Tomcats break the huddle with 20 on the play clock. They may just run this one down to see if they can get Raceland to move. They will snap it. Hughes, pocket collapsing, steps up, looks down the middle, and incomplete. He sails it over top of the head of Sam Lyons. And the Rams defense holds, and it stays 14-0. So a bend and don't break pursuit there by the Rams. And the Rams will take over on their own 21-yard line that thwarts away a 12-play drive from the Tomcats that they used over 4 minutes off the clock, and they come away with nothing. Raceland comes out in a double-barrel shotgun with Stiltner and Marucci in the backfield, flanking Waller from the gun on 1st and 10. The low snap to give to Stiltner. Stiltner coming off to the near side, and he gets met immediately. Looks like he'll gain nothing. Maybe losing even a half a yard. Second down and 10. Friday Rucker did a real good job of getting downhill and getting in the gap before Stiltner could get there. Ball right between the hashes. Second down and 10 for the Rams. Marucci in the backfield with Waller in a twin set. Davidson and Eisen on the right side of the field. Here's Stiltner. Slips as he goes to the left side and loses his footing. He'll pick up a couple. It's 3rd and long. They'll take him out to the 23, a gain of 2, 3rd down and 8. We'll tick across the 7-minute mark here in the first half of play. Raceland leading at 14-0. Scored on the first play from scrimmage. Stalled out with an interception on their second drive and then capitalized on drive number 3. Twin set for Waller. Man goes in motion as Arnett from far to near. Waller turns, looks back on a bubble screen. has the man there that makes the grab. That was Eli Evans. He slips forward, gets across the 25, but it's going to be shy of the yard to gain. So give him the 26, a gain of 3, and fourth down coming up, and the Rams will have to punt it away for the first time this evening. Last year, Waller, 36 punts, averaging nearly 33 yards per kick. Cam Davis stands back inside his own 40. Waller hangs this one high, a wobbly kick coming right down the center of the field, and it takes a Rams tumble as it goes across the Ashland 40, and that's where it will come to rest with no return. So 34-yard kick, no return, 6:02 to go in the half. Ashland with the football and trailing 14-0. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Stay tuned with us at the half of the Glockner of Ashland halftime show. For all your Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep needs, your new car is waiting at Glockner of Ashland. Ashland bunches it up, a twin stack receiver set now. Davis goes in motion. They'll give it off to Davis on a sweep to the right, finds the gap down the seam he goes, and he gets walloped. Landon Goodall and Brody Brumfield there on the stop. Give him a gain of 2 on the play, second down and 8. Far side hash mark for the Tomcats, 5.5 to go in the opening half. 3 receivers to the wide side left. 3 hats across the line for the Rams. They send 4. They bring it out to Davis, and he gets blown up. Shannon Marucci delivers a big blow and a loss in the backfield as he read it like an open book. Third down and long coming up for the Tomcats. Marucci nearly picked it and took it to the house. Instead, he picked Cam Davis, and a big loss makes it 3rd and 12. What a big hit there by the senior linebacker. Inside of 5 to go in the half. Rams flexing. 14-0, they lead it, and the defense has been stout. Simpkins in the backfield in the right pocket of Hughes. 3 receivers wide left. Play clock's at 4 as Hughes rolls back. Pressure coming off the edge, rolling out right. Fires it to the far right side, has his man there of Cam Davis. And the pass is incomplete as Davis was out of bounds. And pass will stop the clock at 4:36 and set up a punting situation for the Tomcats.
We just had a push rush. We're good.
Davis is hobbling back to go make the kick. So Arnett stands back around in between his 30, 35-yard line. Davis did not get a good kick the last time he put it in the air. Ashland running a guy on late, still plenty of time with the play clock still at 14. Gives Davis a moment to take a deep breath. Low snap to Davis, surveys. Low driving kick to the far side. It'll take a bounce and come back across the 30, and the Rams will have it at their 31. 31-yard kick, no return. 4:26 to play in the half. Raceland leading 14-0. Rams with 151 total yards of offense, 71 of those on the first play from scrimmage. On the Landon Stiltner touchdown, Ashland held to 79. The Rams have only gone through the air for 3 yards thus far in the contest. Stiltner Marucci in the backfield, an offset pistol look. 2 receivers to the wide side right. First down and 10 for the Rams from their own 31. Broken play as Waller turned to give it to Stiltner. He turned left. Stiltner was right. And it'll be second down and long. Down at the 29, so a loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. Rams trying to milk out as much of this clock as they possibly can. They would love to not hand it back to Ashland going to the half, as Ashland will get the football to start the second half as well. 2nd and 12 for the Rams, inside of 4 to play in the half. Waller from the gun. Hand off to Arnett, a little shimmy shake. He gets met in the hole and wrestled to the ground. Simpkins met him at the point of contact. He'll pick up a yard. It's 3rd and 11. Raceland 3 out of 5 on 3rd down tries tonight, but this one a long one. They'll be able to take it inside of 3 minutes on this snap, though, but they need their 41 to move the sticks. Double barrel shotgun look for Waller. 2 receivers bunched up right. Waller on 3rd down and long. Pressure coming. Brings it out near side. Marucci and loses it off of his fingertips. They had him right there, and it just slips through his mitts, incomplete. And it brings up 4th down as the Rams go a quick 3 and out. They had Tanner Woodman that was right there with Marucci, but Shannon Marucci running downhill toward Tanner Woodman. I'll take my chances with Marucci that he's going to win that battle. So Davis stands back at his own 30. Waller hangs a good one this time as he kicks it toward the Rams sideline, out of bounds at the 31. Great kick there by Jake Waller. 39-yard kick, no return, 2:50 to play in the half. Again, stay tuned with us for the Glockner of Ashland halftime show coming up at the break. We'll check all the scoring and stats of this one. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons before he heads into the locker room. We hope to. So here come the Tomcats. Only 79 total yards of offense tonight. And again, they've lost a big piece of their puzzle with the loss of Mav Ashby. Davis in the right pocket of Hughes from the gun. They give it to Davis. Davis looking for a hole, comes off left tackle and falls forward across to right at the 40, close to the 41. Davis on a counter play, and that one's going nowhere. So 3rd down and 4 coming up from the 42-yard line. 2 minutes exactly to go in the half. Rams would love to make a stop here and get the football back. They got a man right across the middle on a quick slant. That's Sam Lyons who makes the grab. And that'll move the sticks for an Ashland 1st down. Lyons had a dandy of a game last year over at Raceland. He went off for 100 yards, a couple of touchdowns, also had a pick 6. Gain of 6 out to the Ashland 48-yard line and a fresh set of downs. Minute 38. Hughes rolling out left on a boot. Sets his feet, takes off scrambling, trying to get to the right edge. He's going to get there, and a huge gain at that. Cuts back in, far sideline, and nearly made a man miss. Penalty markers fly on the far side, but a big rush there by the sophomore gunslinger for the Tomcats. And depending on the penalty marker, it's going to be a big gain or move it back after the run. For the moment, they've got him out inside the Rams 30. So we'll get a block in the back from the spot of the foul.
Pin him down. That's a big help.
So that's going to take it back to the 41. So he got down to the 31-yard line. And then a block in the back. Hughes on a design keep, gets bottled up, tries to reverse fields, and he gets walloped as Bryson Toole and Chris Spradlin laser beam and drops the boom. And maybe a loss on the play. So Ashland burns the timeout here with 59 seconds to go. Rams in front, 14-0. Trying to keep Ashland off the scoreboard going into the locker room. It'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Tomcats with 59 seconds to go here in the first half. They do get the football to start the second half of play. All right, they're going to go trips to the boundary left. Davis in the middle. Sam Lyons in the slot. Simpkins in the right pocket of Hughes. 2nd down and 10. Hughes pumps, looks near sideline, loses the football. He'll dive on it at the 50-yard line as he tried to pump. They were looking on Sam Lyons on a go route on the near sideline. So a big loss takes it back to the 50-yard line. And make it 3rd down and long for the Tomcats. What should be the final play from scrimmage if Ashland does not convert here. Handoff Davis on a stretch play. Trying to get to the outside. He'll get a crease outside the seams, get inside the 45. And I believe that will take us to the half. We'll take him down to the 44-yard line, a gain of 6. And that will take us to halftime here at Putnam Stadium. One second here. We'll try to get Coach Salmons. We're not going to be able to get it. So if it tried, it didn't work. We'll try it again real quickly, but we're going to have to go to the half as technology's working great until it doesn't. All right, at the half, 14-0, Raceland in front. It's the Glockner of Ashland halftime show when we return after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luz, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Welcome into the Glockner Halftime Show, the Glockner of Ashland Auto Group, where you can find your next Chrysler, Dodge, or Jeep. Check out Glockner of Ashland at 1041 Greenup Avenue. Happy to have Glockner of Ashland on board with us this year as one of our sponsors, including the Halftime Show. 14-0 Raceland as the Rams took the opening play from scrimmage, 71 yards to the house, as Landon Stiltner rolled off the big play to kind of put the fireworks in action here for season number 100 for the Raceland Rams. Since that point, it kind of settled in a little bit. Raceland's had the ball 5 times, 2 touchdowns, an interception, and a pair of punts. Ashland, 3 punts, turnover on downs, and the end of the half. Raceland's second drive only went 6 plays, 3 yards, an interception by Jake Waller. But then they responded with an 11-play, 65-yard touchdown drive with Jonah Arnett plunging in from 1 yard out to cap things off and make it 14-0. Raceland ended up giving the ball back to Ashland with a quick 3-and-out. And the Tomcats, with 2:26 to play in the half, could not sustain anything to where they could move forward. They picked up 20 yards out of 6 plays, but they were faced with 3rd and long and elected to head to the locker room. 14-0, our break at the half. We'll step out for another break, and we'll come back, take a look at our individual numbers as well as team numbers, and try to look at some scores from around the area. Rams leading the Tomcats 14-0. We continue our coverage on the Glockner of Ashland Halftime Show after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Since 1932, for being a part of our journey.
Back at the Glockner of Ashland halftime show here in the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. 14-0 our score at the half. Raceland in front of Ashland. Let's take a look at the first half statistics. First for Raceland, 7 first downs, all of those on the ground. Raceland 3 of 6 on third down conversions. They've amassed 150 total yards of offense. Only 3 yards through the air. Raceland has 147 on 19 rushing attempts, averaging nearly 7-8 a rush. They've been flagged one time that's been accepted for 10 total yards. The one turnover and interception. They've punted the ball twice, an average of 36.5 yards. They've had the football for 11 minutes and 17 seconds. For Ashland, 5 first downs, 3 through the air, 2 on the ground. They are 4 of 9 on third down tries, 0 of 1 on fourth down tries. 109 total yards of offense for the Tomcats, 31 through the air, 78 on the ground. They've been flagged twice for 13 yards. That has been accepted. 3 punts on the evening, averaging 26.3 yards. Time of possession, 12:21. Individual numbers look like this. Jake Waller's 1 for 4 for 3 yards. Arnett 0 for 1. Waller also with an interception. Rushing, Landon Stiltner 7 carries for 98, 71 of those on the first play from scrimmage. Shannon Marucci 5 carries for 24. Jake Waller 2 carries for 5. Jonah Arnett 5 for 20. Eli Evans catching the only ball that's been completed for the Rams so far. He's got the 1 catch for 3. Justin Hughes, 6 of 12, 31 yards in the sophomore's debut here for the Tomcats. In the backfield, Hughes leading the way with 4 carries for 38. Cam Davis, 9 for 22. Mav Ashby, 3 for 11 before leaving late in the second quarter with an apparent knee injury. And Brody Simpkins, 1 for 4. Receiving-wise, Dylan Duckweiler, 2 for 10. Mason Wolf, 1 for 5. Sam Lyons, 2 for 20. Cam Davis, 1 for -4. Put it all together, 14-0. Raceland leads it.
Their guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career.
Working with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back at the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth, the Glockner of Ashland halftime show, 14-0. Raceland leading it at the half. Scores from around games across the area. Gallia leads Boyd County 10-6 up in Gallia tonight. That game at the half, that's over on 105.7 FM, Hank FM. KCD leading Sayre 14-7. Fairview leading Bath County 8-0 at the half. Belfry in front of East Carter 21-0 over in Grayson. Coal Grove in front of Russell 8-6 at the half, and it's Cal leading Pikeville 24-7 in the second quarter. 14-0 our score here, and it's been a kind of a mixture of things for Raceland. Again, the big play to start things off, the 71-yard scamper from Stiltner, an interception, the most prolific drive of the ball game so far, an 11-play, 65-yard drive that used 4 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock. But then the Rams go 2 3 and outs that amassed a total of 4 yards. 3 plays, 5 yards, 3 plays for -1, handing the football back to Ashland with an opportunity to cash in and a chance for a 2-for-1 as they got the football to start the second half. The Rams defense stands tall as they've done pretty much all night long. And the biggest play of the ball game was when the Rams had the ball. Ashland had the ball driving on the Rams, took it all the way down to the Rams' 21-yard line, and stalled out on the 4th down try after a 12-play, 58-yard drive eating up over 4 minutes of time came up for nothing. The rest of the drives, 3 plays, 3 yards, 5 plays, 17 yards, 3 plays for -2, and then 6 for 20. That takes us in to the end of the first half. So in the 36th all-time meeting, Raceland playing their 1,035th game. A record all-time of 605, 394, and 34. They started their season, or their program, I should say, in the 1926 season. They went 2-4-1 that year under head coach Jimmy McCoy. Their first game, they fell 12-0 to Catlettsburg. They come back and get their first win a couple of weeks later on October the 16th, beating Fullerton 12-0. Here tonight, Raceland trying to do something that they've done, only winning streak in this matchup, beating the Rams here 2 years ago, 28-21 in a great ball game. And then last year, they got Raceland pretty good, 28-7. And, it's again, talking with Coach Sammons before the game this evening, and, one of the things he talked about, he said, they're not sizing up rings on Monday. There's no championship trophies or banners being handed out. This is just about getting that next step forward for where they want to be going when it comes to that, hopefully, first Friday in December when they head back to Kroger Field and a chance at a state championship. But a lot of things between now and then. Raceland's got a gauntlet of a schedule, 3 of their first games on the road. We'll be on the road next week down in Pleasure Ridge Park in Louisville as the Raceland Rams will tee off at 8 o'clock down in Louisville on that game against the 6A PRP team. Then they'll make the trip down US 23 and renew the rivalry again with Pikeville before returning home for the first time of the young season. And they'll bring in a new opponent in a Class 3A team in Mercer County. The following week, Newport Central Catholic. Then they head off and play Hazard before starting district play. Paris and Fairview to follow. Final 2 games of the regular season on the road. They go to Nicholas County on the trip down to Carlisle, and then they'll close out the regular season on Friday night, Halloween in Grayson against the East Carter Raiders before starting up postseason play the following week in November. So the acclimation clock of 3 minutes has started. Both teams are back on the field, so we'll step out for our final break here at the half as we conclude our Glockner of Ashland halftime show. Second half action when we return to Putnam Stadium after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella.
Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
FNBGrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luz, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. Back here and the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. For all your pharmaceutical needs, see the great folks at Ram Pharmacy located on Greenup Avenue in Raceland, or give them a call, 606-836-RAMS. Big thanks to them this season for their support of our broadcast of Raceland Rams football. A big thanks of Glockner of Ashland for jumping on this season. Their first time with us here, taking care of some sponsorship as well as our halftime show. Don't forget, after the game, we'll name the Johnson Chiropractic Player of the Game. Dr. Shannon Johnson and Johnson Chiropractic, located down on US 23. When muscle and joint pain slow you down, let Doc get you realigned. Give him a call, 606-473-5151. So both teams on the field. Ashland will have the football to start the second half of action on a sticky night here in Ashland. 82 degrees at kickoff. Nightfall is amongst us. Lights beaming down here on the beautiful playing surface here at the Clark's Pump and Shop Putnam Stadium. Don't forget, join me tomorrow morning right here on the Total Media Sports Network for Across the Line as we'll step inside the octagon and break everything down from week number 1. We'll check scores from our Major League Baseball, the Tour Championship at East Lake down in Atlanta as the final weekend of the PGA Tour regular season. NFL preseason, NCAA football is just around the corner. All of it tomorrow morning right here at 10 o'clock on the Total Media Sports Network. All right. Seth Morris will kick it off. Kicking from left to right as we view it here high atop the press box. Cam Davis back deep on the near side. Morris sends it to the left. It is fielded at the 6. Out to the 20, across the 25, out to the 30, close to the 30-yard line. A good return for the Tomcats. And that's where Ashland will start things to start the second half of play. Take him out to the 28-yard line on the return, Tanner Woodman. All right, so Justin Hughes, the sophomore quarterback, brings his team from the near sideline of the Ashland bench.
13. You got Nub. You got Yo Flip.
Far side hash mark for the Tomcats here to start the second half of action. Delayed handoff as nothing there. Logan Lockwood, the last man there, looked like it was Alex Headley that started the surge. Davis got very little, if anything, second down and long coming up for the Tomcats. Gain of 1 on the play, out to the 29-yard line. Davis comes into the middle of the trips on the wide side left. Hughes on second down, looks right, zips this one out to the far sideline, has his man there of Sam Lyons. I believe it was that's Mason Wolf, excuse me. He makes the catch, slips a tackle, and moves the sticks for an Ashland first down. Short of the 40, they'll take it to the 39-yard line on a gain of 10. 6th first down of the ball game for the Tomcats.
Back to me. Dash.
They'll stay in that same set. On the far side hash mark on 1st and 10, Hughes. The handoff to Simpkins. Simpkins knifing his way right up the middle. He goes into a pile and falls across the 45. Get out to the 46, 47-yard line. A nice head of steam there by the tailback of Brody Simpkins. Give him a gain of 47 on a gain of 8, second down and 2. Everything still on that far side hash mark. Ashland staying in that same set with Simpkins in the backfield with Hughes. Trips wide to the left. Hughes on 2nd and 2. Zips this one out. Has Mason Wolf there who makes the grab at midfield and moves the sticks. Another Ashland first down as this one goes across midfield and it's up to the 48-yard line on a gain of 5. And we got an injury timeout as a player down for the Raceland Rams closest to their bench. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Again, don't forget, stay tuned with us after the game. We'll check all the scoring and stats of this one. Talk with head coach Mike Sammons. We'll also check scores from around games in the areas. Week number 1 has arrived here in the Bluegrass. Landon Bloss, the player being attended to, junior linebacker for the Rams. 10:21 on arrested clock as Bloss comes to his feet and heads off to the sideline. Jackson King will replace Bloss in the linebacking core. So 1st and 10 for the Tomcats, their 7th first down of the ball game. Both teams with 7 first downs thus far. But a good sustained drive to start things off here in the second half for Ashland, who's moved it across midfield and into Raceland territory from the Raceland 48 far side hash mark. Everything up that far side hash thus far here in the second half. Hughes on 1st down and 10, gives it off on a delay to Davis. Davis with a slip and a steam right up the far side hash mark. Wash, rinse, and repeat. It's another first down for the Tomcats as they'll take it across for a gain of 10 to the 38. 5 plays, 34 yards already for the Tomcats. as they're methodically marching right down that far side. They'll give it off to Davis again. This time he tries to bust it to the outside, and he gets walloped as he gets off to the edge, down inside the 35 to the 34. Gain of 4 on the play. Brings up second down 6. Davis comes in the middle of the trips, wide left. Simpkins in the right pocket. Hughes fires near side. Davis has the catch and gets caught from behind by Shannon Marucci. He had down to the 30. They're getting back to the 31, and now Marucci is down with a cramp. It is a very sticky night here at the stadium, and you could just feel the air. It is very, very sticky, and as the trainer was coming to Marucci, he just jumped up and said, "I'm good, get away from me." So a gain of 3 on the play. It makes it 3rd and 3 coming up for the Tomcats, as they're getting ready to snap it for the 8th time on this drive. Hughes 9 of 15 on the evening in his sophomore debut. So from the near side hash mark closest to their bench, tight end on this play as Lyons comes to the side. Double barrel shotgun look for Hughes with Simpkins and Davis. Now check that. That's Farrow. Farrow dancing his way through the hole. He gets down inside the 30, close to the 25. He'll get the 26 and move the sticks on another Ashland first down. Dalen Farrow getting his first carry of the evening, picks up 5. 9th first down of the contest. And now they'll go Farrow and Davis as Simpkins comes off. Again, Mav Ashby lost in the second quarter for Ashland. 14-0 Raceland, but Ashland with a nice sustained drive out of the locker room has it down to the Raceland 26 on first down and 10. We'll give it off to Farrow again. Farrow trying to stretch it to the right side. He'll pick up a couple. And now another player for the Rams down with cramps on the far sideline.
How deep's our corner there, Gary, on the stay side?
Shy of the 20. Looks like they're going to put him at the 21, so a gain of 5 on the play. It'll be second down and 5. That's Brody Brumfield, junior linebacker for the Rams. And he has to come off for one play where the play did stop. Marucci is back out on the field after he had to step off for one play due to the cramping issues. 8:18 to go here in the third. 14-0 Raceland, but Ashland driving as getting ready to snap it for the 10th time on this drive. They'll face second down and 5 from the Raceland 21. This is the farthest they've had the football in the contest. They turned it over on downs from this spot here. Davis gets bottled up, tries to come back inside and gets down to the 20 as he gets spun down by a host of Rams. That is Jonah Arnett that got him. So a gain of 1 down to the 20, 3rd down and 4 coming up. Ashland on the evening, 5 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. Twins set. Simpkins in the backfield with Hughes. 3rd down and 4 for the Tomcats. Blitz coming off the edge. They come near sideline. They've got their man there as he hauls it in at just shy of the 15. Trying to see who that was. Justin Hughes making the catch. Or excuse me, Justin Hughes sending it out to Carter Anderson. So down to the 16-yard line, a gain of 4, moves the sticks, another Ashland first down. Handoff, ball's loose. Raceland fighting for it, and they've got it. Stiltner scoops it up, and the Rams force the turnover as Ashland puts it on the deck, and Landon Stiltner scoops it up and forces the turnover from the fumble. Stiltner having a heck of a ball game tonight. The Rams will get the football on their own 24. So the Rams have it at the 24-yard line with 7:03 to go in the third and leading 14-0. Ball over two backs in the backfield. Hands it off to Stiltner. That was a broken play. Stiltner will pick up a couple. That's a couple of times that we've seen some just miscommunication between those two of not getting in the right spot. So out to the 27-yard line, a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. 6.5 to go here in the third. Still 14-0 Raceland. Arnett in the right pocket of Waller. Play clock's at 5. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Waller takes it at 1, gives it off to Arnett. Arnett finds a seam, takes it off the left side, falls forward out to the 35. And that should move the sticks. And a Johnson chiropractic first down for the Rams. Needed 7, got 8. And Raceland picks up their 8th first down of the ball game. Just a devastating blow. You can look down at the Ashland sideline and can just look at the dejected faces from a sustained drive that they had it for 12 plays, 56 yards, and the fumble and the turnover gives it back to the Rams. Trips left, 1 right. Play clock's inside of 10 for Waller on first down and 10, right in between the hashes. Here's the handoff. Ball comes out, and Ashland thinks they have it. And they do. Marucci puts it on the turf, and Ashland recovers it on the Rams side of things. So a costly turnover. And it'll be recovered at the 41-yard line. So teams trade turnovers here on the last 2 drives, and it's Ashland football at the Raceland 41. So the second turnover of the ball game for Raceland. So the Tomcats will have it right in between the hashes. Simpkins and Davis in the backfield. Hughes on first down and 10. Hughes bring it out near side, going for a deep ball. He's got a man downfield who makes the catch and hauls it in for 6. Touchdown Tomcats. Mason Wolf hauls in the catch for a 41-yard home run ball from Justin Hughes. And the Tomcats are on the board with 5:23 to play in the third. It's 14-6. So the costly turnover for the Rams, and Ashland hits the home run ball on the first play on the other side of it. Troy Barnett out for the extra point attempt. Ball's back, it's down, it's a bad snap, but Barnett clings it off the upright, and it's 14-6. Back after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Since 1932, we've been...
As Waller's going to go down back inside the 20 to the, looks like the 18 on a loss of 7. And that makes it 3rd and 16 coming up for the Rams. He was trying to roll out and look for Marucci, who was going up the seam out of the backfield. And when it broke down, he tried to reverse fields and could not find a hole to get into. So inside of 4 to go in the third. A big third down conversion coming up for the Rams. They're 3 of 6 on third down tries tonight. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Waller, the high snap, the give to the tailback. That's Marucci that goes off left tackle. He'll get out to the 21 on a gain of 3, and the Rams will have to punt it away. So now Waller needs to try to hang another good one, as you've got the electric playmaker of Cam Davis that's going to have it somewhere near midfield with an opportunity to return and a chance to give Ashland the football inside of Raceland territory, unless Waller can hang a good one and keep it away from Davis. And he hangs a dandy up into the night lights. It disappears into the dusk, as it'll take a bounce, though, on the far sideline and go out of bounds at the Raceland 46. .25-yard kick, no return. So 2:55 to go in the third. Ashland with the football and a chance to even things up at 14 with a touchdown on a 2-point conversion. Rams defense needs to make a stand here. They've moved Chris Crum in at nose tackle. They've pushed Chris Spradlin out to the defensive end. So a heavy set for Ashland on 1st down and 10. A delayed handoff as they give it off to Davis. Davis trying to bust it to the outside. He's got one man to beat, and Jonah Arnett chases him down. But a good run there by by Cam Davis, and Davis is down now and on the Raceland sideline. Davis is the workhorse. It's been no secret of that. But a very hot and sticky evening here, and Davis looked like he just cramped up after the long run after Arnett popped him off his feet. But down to the 20-yard line, a gain of 26. And it's 1st down and 10 for the Tomcats. Davis still bottled up on the far sideline. Injury timeout will step out as well. We're back after this. Or no, is he coming off? Now they're still working on him. Back after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is, and that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business.
6-yard scamper there by the sophomore. His first rushing touchdown of the night. He's got a passing and now a rushing. And with 2:10 to play here in the third quarter, Ashland a 2-point conversion away from evening things at 14. So Farrell and Davis. Let's see, Davis is going to go to the far sideline. So Farrell will start in the right pocket of Hughes. A big 2-point conversion here for the Tomcats. Hughes rolling right, finds a huge seam, and he gets in right up the right seam. And we're even at 14 with 2:10 to play here in the third. We're back to Ashland after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. 2:10 to play in the third. We're all even at 14 teams. Welcome you back to the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. Barnett hits a good one. This one's a deep kick, and it's into the end zone for a touchback. So Ashland's drive, 3 plays, 46 yards, 44 seconds. And out of the locker room, they have found something good. And they've evened things up here at 14. Boyd County leading Gallia Academy 19-17. 9:30 to go in the fourth quarter in that game. That game started at 7 o'clock, playing up in up in Gallia Academy tonight. Boyd County on the road next week at Rock Hill. Again, you can catch all of the Lions all season long right here on your home for Boyd County Lions, the Total Media Sports Network. Ironton in action tomorrow. They'll go down to Shelby Valley. They'll play at 8:30 tomorrow night in the Bluegrass Bowl. 1st and 10 for the Rams from their own 20. Stiltner in the left hip play action. Waller fires it out. Far side, Eli Evans can't get there. Sam Lyons matching him step for step. It was well off the mark, incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Waller tonight 1 of 5 for 3 yards. Clock resting, a 2:04 to go here in the third. Ball right between the hash marks. Stiltner in the right pocket this time. Marucci and H-back. 2 receivers left, 1 right. 2 high safeties for the Tomcats. Waller, the give to Stiltner. Stiltner works off left edge. Gets out to the 25, the 26. Gain of 6, 3rd and 4. Rams need a first down in a worse way right here. Inside of 2 to go. They're going to bring in a heavy package here. Typically, this will go to the T when they bring in the 2 big guys of Maddox Hughes and Alex Edley. They will go to the T formation. 5 hats across the line for the Tomcats. Arnett works off the left side. Tries to slip free, gets stood up shy of the yard to gain. He needed the 30, he got the 29, and it'll be 4th down. And now a big decision for the Rams in a 14-all ball game as we'll go inside of 1 minute. Offense staying on the field. Raceland last season, 62.2% on 4th down tries. They've converted 1 here tonight. Waller, QB sneak, and he's got it. They're going to push him across the 30, probably out to the 31. He got a great push up front from his center, Carson Bowden, and his right guard, of Isaac Horsley. And a Johnson Chiropractic first down for the Rams as they pick up their 9th of the ball game. And what should be the final play here of quarter number 3 in a ball game, it's all even at 14. Rams are going to stay in the T formation. 1st down and 10 from their own 31-yard line, and now a penalty marker and offsides against Ashland, so a free 5 for the Rams coming up. Only their 3rd penalty against Ashland tonight. Or excuse me, my mistake. 4th penalty. 4 total for 28. Raceland's only been flagged 2 for 25. That's something you see from teams like this early in the season. Usually you get a lot of penalty markers. They've really taken care of things here tonight. So 1st and 5 for the Rams. Waller from the gun with Stiltner. The give to Stiltner right down the center. He sticks his nose in the A gap and picks up a couple. And that should take us to the 4th and final stanza. They're going to take him to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 2. It's 2nd down and 3 when we return for the 4th and final stanza here at Putnam Stadium. All knotted at 14. 12 minutes to go. We replay it when we return after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Looking for the latest archery gear? Check out Border Sporting Goods for your best selection of Hoyt and Matthews bows, as well as 10-point crossbows with a full selection of accessories for all your hunting needs. Borders also offers a full selection of shotguns and rifles with plenty of ammunition and reload supplies, along with a full selection. 14-all. Raceland with a 14-0 lead after the half. Ashland with 14 third-quarter points. Now the Rams trying to answer back. Looking at the Rams' last 4 drives after the touchdown that made it 14-0. 3 and out, 3 plays 5 yards, 3 and out, 3 plays -1. 3 plays a fumble that led to the first Ashland touchdown. 3 and out, -3. This will be their 6th play of the drive. 5 plays, 18 on this one. They start the 4th and final stanza. Right to left, they'll work it. 2nd down and 3. Waller from the gun. Near side hash mark to give to Marucci. Marucci, a giant hole right up the gut. Cuts back left up the seam and gets out near midfield and moves the sticks on another Johnson chiropractic first down. Gain of 9 for the senior tailback as Raceland picks up their 10th first down of the contest. This is where that big offensive line has just got to start leaning on Ashland. Nearly 600 pounds, actually 600 pounds plus on the guard positions. Bowden at 220 inside and Literal and Vance on the outsides. Waller with a double barrel look, gives it off to Marucci, following King. Huge hole, and Marucci drags the man down the center of the field. And another big first down as Keyshawn Newman was flapping in the wind like a cape on Superman. Take him down to the 40-yard line on a run of 13 yards and another Johnson chiropractic first down for the Rams. Marucci fired up as he goes to the sideline and hears it from the fans in attendance on a great crowd here tonight at Putnam Stadium. 1 minute gone here in the 4th and final stanza as we go inside of 11 minutes to play in an all-tie 14 game. Arnett in the left hip of Waller. They give it off to Arnett on a sweep. Finds a cutback lane. Penalty marker flies. Stiltner driving a man to the far sideline, and then a penalty marker flies on the back side of that, and they're going to get Stiltner for taunting. He rode Mason Wolf out of bounds and then stood over top of him, and that's going to be 15. This could be a double whammy on the Rams, as there was a penalty marker on the play when Arnett tried to make the cut in the hole. Check in with Lane Hughes. Let's see. So we get offsetting penalties. So the penalty will be the holding call against the Rams. So it'll be 10 yards from the previous spot. They'll move it back to midfield and make a first down and 20. And Stiltner and Mason Wolf getting unsportsmanlike penalties on the play out of bounds in the Rams sideline. So that's both of their first. You get 2 in a game before it results in an ejection. Now this place has been electric from the word go. So 1st and 20 from the Rams from midfield. Ball is on the turf, and it's still loose, and Ashland has it. A bad exchange to Marucci. 2nd time the Rams have put it on the turf. And Ashland recovers in Raceland territory, all tied at 14. Marucci was in the hole, and I don't know that he ever had the football as he came through. So Ashland jumps on the football as it squirts all the way back to the Raceland 44. 10:26 to go in the ball game. The third turnover of the night for the Rams.
Two back. Davis is the tailback. Zone here. Slide here.
So from the Rams 44, 1st and 10 for the Tomcats. Delayed handoff, Davis searching for a hole. Gets into the hole, and he gets hammered as he gets off the right edge. Jackson King in there, also Marushi making the stop. 2nd down and long coming up.
Yeah.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Right between the hashes for the Tomcats. 10 minutes to play in the ball game. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left, that's Wolf. Delayed handoff. Running back right up the gut, gashing the Rams defense as he takes it down inside the 30 to the 25. Luke McCoy on the carry. A gain of 17 yards and a 1st and 10 for the Tomcats. They're 15th of the ball game. Ashland with 258 yards in the ball game, 164 on the ground. The Tomcats have certainly found something out of the locker room because they have looked like a much different team in the second half. Here's Hughes on 1st and 10. Give off to Davis. Davis pinballing, gets in the hole and gets hammered as he gets stood up and taken to the ground. Alex Headley, I should say, making the stop. They'll give him some forward momentum. Maybe 1 or 2. They'll take him down to the 23-yard line, a gain of 2, make it 2nd down and 8. Ashland knocking on the red zone door. 9 minutes to play in the ball game, all tied at 14. 36th all-time meeting between these two teams. Ashland leads the series 25-10.
Shannon's got quarterback.
Double barrel shotgun look for Hughes on 2nd down. Hughes wants to throw, zips this one out, has Mason Wolf there. Max Burton wraps him up out in space, but a ton of space there to haul that one in as that was an easy pitch and catch. And it'll set up 3rd down and manageable coming up for the Tomcats here as they'll go down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line, a gain of 6, 3rd down and 2. Ashland 6 of 11 on 3rd down tries tonight. Farrell in the left pocket of Hughes out of the gun. They'll give it to Farrell. Farrell makes a man miss, comes to the right side, trying to stretch it out, finds a crease, cuts down inside the 10, and it's 1st down and goal. Farrell, a very patient run, kept stretching it out and gets it down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line on a gain of 8. And it's 1st down and goal for the Tomcats. Near side hash mark. Farrell stays in the left pocket of Hughes. Ashland looking for the lead for the first time in the ball game. Farrell comes to the near sideline, penalty marker in the backfield, and this one's coming back. Should be a hold on Ashland.
We got to capitalize on that right there.
So we get the penalty marker on Ben Ream, the right guard.
Yeah.
So 10 yards from the spot, so that backs it up and takes it back to the 19 and makes it 1st and goal from the 19-yard line. Near side hash mark.
Stretch. Split zone.
Davis and McCoy in the backfield. Davis is an H-back.
28 will. Split.
Hughes rolling out, wants to throw, has a man on a post route looking for the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. He was going for Mason Wolf, tried a double move. Burton stayed with him, and the pass was a little bit out of the hands of Wolf for a chance to grab it. It's 2nd and goal.
Stack it here, Pack. Make sure we're covered up in the linebackers. Stack it.
Clock stops at 7:41.
Yes.
Ashland from the Raceland 19. Barnett is in field goal range. Should they have to elect to go for that? They go to a quick out, and it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. It falls incomplete as Rousey was coming downhill. It's incomplete. 3rd down coming up. Ashland 7 of 12 on 3rd down conversions tonight.
26, wheel route.
Mike Sammons calls it money downs.
Davis is in the backfield with 26.
Raceland tonight, 193 total yards of offense, 71 of those on one play, though.
Backfield, Seth.
They've gone through the air for only 3 yards. So 3rd and goal from the 19.
Farrow, mesh or shallow?
Davis in the left pocket of Hughes. Farrow goes in the middle of the trips to the left side. Play action Hughes, sets his feet, all kinds of time. Going to the back of the end zone, it's too deep, and it's incomplete. 4th and goal, and now Ashland has a decision to make. Will they try to go for the field goal? Barnett has the leg. This would be about a 36-yard kick from this spot.
9 is in
For the moment, offense staying on the field. 7:30 on a rested clock. We're all leaving at 14. Play clock is only at 28 as Hughes comes to the sideline. He'll huddle up with his team and the play clock, and they break at 20. So the offense staying on the field. 4th and goal from the Raceland 19. And now all kinds of confusion with Ashland, and they'll burn a timeout. So 7:30 to go in the ball game. Ashland burns a timeout. They have 2 remaining, both teams with 2 down the stretch. This drive for the Tomcats, 8 plays. Their 2 biggest drives of the night, 12-play drives. Both of them resulted in nothing. Turnover on downs back in the first quarter when they took it down to the Rams 21. And then a third-quarter drive, 12 plays, 56 yards. They fumbled it away. Raceland turns right back around and fumbles it themselves. And then 1 play later, Ashland punches it into the end zone for 6. And that was the first of 2 touchdowns for the Tomcats in the third quarter.
2 is on the field here.
Raceland with 14 points in the first half, Ashland with 14 points in the second. And that's where we currently stand. Ashland tonight, 0 for 1 on 4th down tries. That was on the 4th down conversion attempt at the Raceland 21. This is the Raceland 19. Again, Mav Ashby lost to injury back in the second quarter. So they've been rolling in different players. Dalen Farrell has been a big contributor in the backfield. Simpkins in the backfield, the left pocket of Hughes. On 4th and goal, rolling out left, throwing toward the far sideline, and it's incomplete. So the Rams defense bends but doesn't break, and they'll take over on their own 19 with 7:23 to go and a chance to drive down and win this ball game here to open up the 2025 season. So Ashland, 9 plays, 25 yards, 3 minutes, 2 seconds they use, and they come away with nothing to show for it. Marucci in the backfield on the left hip of Waller on 1st down and 10. They give to Marucci, driving himself up the near side seam over the 20 and out to the 23. Gain of 4 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 6. Raceland tonight, 197 total yards of offense, 194 has been on the ground. They have not thrown the ball, but only 6 times, and only 1 of those have been completed. That was a 3-yard catch by Eli Evans. Pistol look with Arnett behind Waller. Bowden sends it back, handoff Arnett. Arnett lowers the shoulder, slips past the block attempt at the 25 and gets out to the 26. Make it a gain of 3, and it brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Rams. Actually make it a gain of, add 1 more to it as they moved it out now to the 27. So a gain of 4, make it 3rd and 2. Raceland 3 of 8 tonight on 3rd down tries. This one's a big one right here for the Tomcats defense.
Farley, I like East, snag by number 2, bubble by number
Handoff Arnett. He's got first down yardage and more as he drags a man with him past the 30, out near the 35. It's a Johnson Chiropractic first down for the junior as he gets out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 7. And tempers heating up again here at Putnam. Closest, back a little closer to the near side hash, but pretty close into the middle. Inside of 6 minutes to play in the ballgame. And the Rams with their 12th first down of the contest. Sets it up first down and 10 here. Marucci, left side of Waller from the gun. Ashland loading the line. Handoff Marucci. He goes off of right tackle and falls forward for a couple. Give him a gain of 3 out to the 37-yard line. Second down and 7. Raceland 36 rushes tonight for 208 yards. Raceland's highest rushing total last season was 314. That was the win over Hazard in the playoffs. All even at 14. Here's Stiltner. Finds a crease. Cuts it down the seam. He's going to be short as he dives out toward the 45. They're going to say his knee went down at the 42. So give him a gain of 5 on the play. And it's going to make it third down and 2. Inside of 5 minutes to play. Raceland would need to get the football down to around the 15 to 17-yard line to give Waller a true look at a potential game-winning field goal opportunity. Last year, he was 2 for 4 in the kicking game. Direct snap, and it is read perfectly by the Tomcats as Waller tried to follow his man, and he gets hammered. No gain on the play, fourth down. Landon McGee making the stop for the Tomcats. Rams offense staying on the field. They're 1 of 1 on third down or fourth down tries tonight. Inside of 4 minutes to go. They've actually moved the ball out to the 43, so it's a fourth down and 1 play. And it's a long one at that. From the tee, and before Waller snaps the ball, Chad Tackett burns a timeout, his second of the half. 3:40 to go in the ball game, all tied at 14. And an Ashland timeout here to talk things over as Raceland sets up a crucial fourth down attempt. Raceland put 14 on the board in the first quarter. Landon Stiltner, a 71-yard scamper to open up the ball game. Jonah Arnett capped off a long scoring drive at the end of the first quarter. That made it 14-0. That was our score at the half. Then we get into the second half, and Ashland looked like a much different team in the second half as they go 41 yards on one pitch and catch from Hughes to Mason Wolf. That got them on the scoreboard 14-6. Extra point doinked off the upright on a bad snap to the kicker. But then the Tomcats, 3 minutes later, get into the end zone. Justin Hughes does both parts, the touchdown and the two-point conversion. We're all tied at 14. Ashland had it at the Raceland 19-yard line, did not elect to go for a field goal that would have given them the lead. Instead, it was a turnover on downs. And now Raceland facing a fourth down and 1 from their own 43-yard line. And they are electing to go for it here in the biggest play of the night. Rams are going the T formation. Stiltner, Marucci, and Arnett. Ashland loading the line. The give, and they've got it as they dive right up the middle. And a first down and 10 by Shannon Marucci, a Johnson Chiropractic first down for the Ramblers. Needed the 44. They will give him just nosed past the 45 on a gain of 2. And the Rams' 13th first down of the night as the clock ticks under 3:30 to go in regulation. Rams stay in that T formation. Waller Gives it off to Stiltner. Stiltner, a little hesitation step off right edge, reaching out for the Ashland 45, and the Rams are in business on the Ashland side of things. Stiltner, a gain of 10. He's over the century mark on the evening. 13 carries for 125 yards. The 14th Johnson chiropractic first down of the evening for the Rams. And now you're starting to find that mark that you want to try to get to put yourself in an opportunity for a walk-off field goal attempt. There's a dive right up the gut by Marucci. He'll slip and slide through down close to the 40. They may have put him down at the 41 before he got through all the way. Let's see where they spot the football. And they will put him at the 41-yard line. A gain of 4, second down 6. Inside of 3 to go. All tied at 14. 14 points by the Rams in the first. 14 Tomcats points in the third. Rams stay in the T formation. Waller gives it off to Stiltner. Stiltner searching for a hole. Bounces it to the outside. Gets the 40. And then rolls over a would-be tackler, and it's third down. So a gain of 1 makes it third down and 5. 2:20 to go in the contest. Second down and 9, low snap. The give to Stiltner. Stiltner spins in the hole. So 3rd and 7 coming up. Here's Arnett. Dives up the far side hash mark, and he's going to be short. So 4th down and 4 for the Rams. They can take this one well inside of a minute. They can get this down to right at 40 seconds before taking the timeout. The football is at the Ashland 35-yard line. The Rams take the timeout. They have 1 remaining.
I like double slant with the shoot. They're man up down here.
So it'll be 4th down and 4 from the Ashland 35-yard line. Raceland has converted in both 4th down tries tonight, including one on this drive. This drive started back at the Rams' 19-yard line. It was their worst starting field position all night. This is the most plays they put together in a drive. This will be the 13th play coming on this snap. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Raceland needs the 30-yard line to move the stick, or the 31-yard line, to move the sticks. Ball situated on the far side hash mark, nosing the 35-yard line. In this series, the 36 meetings with it being tonight, there's been only 1 overtime game. That came back in 2008 when Raceland won that one 19-16. So out of the timeout, 4th down and 4. Raceland with 3 receivers left, 1 right. Waller wants to throw on 4th down. Sets his feet, fires it out. Has his man who makes the catch and moves the sticks. It's Parker Ison who grabs it, his first catch of the night. Penalty markers fly. It should be a illegal hands or a pass interference, depending on which one they do, will depend on what they do with the play. Either way, it will move the sticks for the Rams. Lane Hughes talking with Mike Sammons on the far sideline to determine what he wants to do with this play, depending on what the outcome of the penalty was. So it's pass interference, so they'll take the 15. And that is a Johnson chiropractic first down, as it'll take it down to the Ashland 20. So Raceland still with one timeout remaining. They put it at the 21. Handoff, Arnett goes right up the middle, securing that football as he gets down inside the Johnson chiropractic orange zone, as he'll pick up a couple down to the 19. Raceland's got to hustle if they're going to try to burn off another play clock or play run here. Game clock is going to go down, and it looks like they're going to try to walk this off with a kick. So it'll be from the right hash at the 19-yard line. It'll be a 36-yard kick for for Jacob Waller. Last year, 2 for 4 on field goal attempts. So the game clock, is at 1.6 seconds. So we'll either have an exuberant way for Raceland to walk off their opening game of the season. They had fireworks on the first play of the game. Why not fireworks for the final play of the game? A 71-yard touchdown run by Landon Stiltner on the first play from scrimmage. Now can the junior's leg send it to a victory and a 1-0 start to kick off the 100th season of Raceland Rams football? This is what Friday Night Lights is all about right here. What a football game we've seen here. Ashland was all but dead going into the locker room. They came out and stood up tall. 14 points in the third quarter. Both teams' defenses have really stood tall much of this contest. And it's going to come down to a kick from the right hash. No wind to speak of. The last time Raceland walked it off on a field goal was the kick that Luke Leemaster sent the Rams to Kroger Field. That was back in 2017, I believe. He beat the Pikeville Panthers. All right, here we go. For the win. Far side hash mark. Parker Eisen will set it down. The spot will be just over the 25-yard line. Waller to send it for a victory. The kick is up. It's on its way. It looks good. And it is. Jake Waller sends it through. And the Raceland Rams walk it off at Putnam. 17-14. What a win to start season 100. High arcing kick that just tipped its way over the crossbar. And the Rams are on the field celebrating at Putnam. What a way to end it. You open the ball game with a 71-yard touchdown run. You walk it off for only the 11th win in 36 meetings between these two. And the Raceland Rams start the season 1-0 with a 17-14 victory here tonight over the Ashland Tomcats. What a ball game. Post-game show when we return after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
How does the Glockner family of dealerships make car buying easy? It's simple. Because we monitor competitors' websites daily, we're able to offer you the lowest live market prices. We also know how valuable your time is. And that's why we have the fastest sales process in the business. And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella.
Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles.
Cream.
And sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Borders Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Luce, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter the species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every size and style, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Soon, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland. A football game we have. If the season is anything like what we just saw in the last 48 minutes of football, it is going to be a very fun ride. What a win here tonight for the Raceland Rams as they come away with a 17-14 victory on a walk-off 37-yard field goal by Jake Waller to send the Rams home victorious. After giving 14 points back in the third quarter, the defense stood tall. Raceland converted on 2 fourth-down tries in that drive. That was their longest sustained drive of the night. 15 plays, 62 yards, 7 minutes and 22 seconds. And the Rams, who stopped Ashland at their own 19, took the football there with 7:22 to play in the ball game and never gave it back. That right there is what you talk about stepping up in a big way. Here's how things went down. Raceland wasted no time hitting the fireworks as Landon Stiltner cracked off a 71-yard scamper from the first play from scrimmage to open up the 2025 season. Extra point is good from Jake Waller, 7-0 Raceland, 11:36 to play in the opening quarter. Final seconds of the first quarter, Jonah Arnett capped off a long sustained scoring drive, 11 plays, 65 yards, 4 minutes, 12 seconds. As a 1-yard plunge from the junior, it's 14-0 Raceland after one. That would be our score at the break, but Ashland found something at the half, and they came out with a vengeance. Justin Hughes, after Raceland forced a fumble, Raceland gives it right back, and Ashland capitalizes on the next play. A 41-yard pitch and catch to Mason Wolf in the end zone. Extra point is no good. 14-6, Ashland trails it by 8. Ashland gets the football back, and they get another touchdown from Mr. Justin Hughes. He also caps off the 2-point conversion. We're all even at 14 through 3. Both teams had opportunities in the fourth quarter, and it was the Raceland Rams. Each team had the football one time in the fourth quarter. Ashland, 9 plays, 25 yards, 3 minutes and 2 seconds. They turned it over on downs. Raceland had it for the final 7:22. 15 plays, 62 yards, 37-yard career-long field goal make by Jake Waller. And the Rams walk it off here at Putnam. 17-14 is your final. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll look at our numbers. We'll wait for head coach Mike Sammons to make his way up here for some post-game commentary and wrap things up here tonight on a great start of the 2025 season for the Ramblers. They win it at Putnam. 17-14 your final. Post-game continues after this on the Total Media Sports Network.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Since 1932, we've
17-14 as we welcome you back into the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth. What a way to end it to start off season number 100. As the Raceland Rams walk it off with a 37-yard field goal attempt from Jake Waller and gets the early 1-0 start. Only their 11th win over Ashland in this series that's been going on since back in 1948. Raceland played Ashland in 1948, lost 32-7. Didn't pick up their first win over the Tomcats until 1991 when they beat them 14-13. But now, in the last 5, Raceland has won 3 of those, 21 and 22, and now in 2025. What a start to the 2025 season. Let's take a look at our numbers. We'll first start for the team numbers. Raceland with 15 first downs. All first downs in the game was brought to you in part by Dr. Shannon Johnson and Johnson Chiropractic. When joining muscle pain, slow you down, let Doc get your body realigned. 15 first downs for the Rams, all 15 of those on the ground. They were 5 of 12 on third down, 2 of 2 on fourth down tries, 242 total yards, 239 of those were on the ground. They only connected for 3 yards on 1 completed pass tonight. They were 1 of 5 through the air. Jake Waller, 1 of 5, 1 of 6 as a team. Joan Arnett did throw an incomplete pass. 45 rushes for 239 yards for the Rams. They averaged 5.3 a carry. They were penalized 3 times for 35 yards. 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and the interception. 3 punts on the evening, 32.7 yards on the average, 26 minutes and 23 seconds in time of possession. Ashland with 16 first downs in the ballgame, 7 on through the air, 9 on the ground. 7 of 12 on third down tries. They were 0 of 1 on fourth down. The 0 of 1 was actually it should have been 0 of 2. They turned it over on downs twice in the ballgame, once in the first half and once in the second half. 274 total yards for the Tomcats, 100 yards through the air, 174 on the ground, 33 total carries, averaging 5.3. 6 penalties, 53 yards for the Tomcats. They had the 1 turnover. It was a fumble. 3 punts for 26.3 yards per punt. They had a football for 21 minutes and 37 seconds. Shannon Marucci, 14 carries for 62 tonight. Landon Stiltner, 15 for 127. He had 71 on the big play to start the ball game. Waller, 4 for 8. Arnett, 11 for 49. Eli Evans caught the only pass that was completed by the Rams tonight, 1 for 3. Justin Hughes, 12 of 22 in his sophomore debut. 100 total yards through the air, 41 his long on the home run ball to Mason Wolf. Dylan Duckweiler caught 2 passes for 10. Mason Wolf, 5 for 67. Sam Lyons, 2 for 20. Carter Anderson, 1 for 4. Cam Davis, 2 for -1. Brody Simpkins, 2 carries for 12 yards. Mav Ashby, 3 for 11 before leaving with an apparent knee injury. Justin Hughes, 6 for 36. He had the lone rushing touchdown. Dalen Farrell, 4 for 27. Cam Davis, 17 for 71. And Luke McCoy, 1 for 17. Put it all together, 17-14, your final.
And our Glockner guarantee means your new vehicle is protected for life.
We make it easy at Glockner.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Back at the Ram Pharmacy broadcast booth, 17-14, your final score. Mike Salmon's on his way up here to Postgame to talk with us and discuss this ball game. And this was a tough battle. It's never anything easy when you play Ashland. Anytime you can find a way to get one past this team, that's a good win. A Class 4A team, and I talked with Mike Salmons in the preseason. I talked with Chad Tackett. And, Chad even said, he said, this game really does very little for us on our schedule. He said, but we know what we get when we play Raceland. It's going to be a very well-coached team, good players. It's going to prepare us for what we need to see. They're going to exploit our weaknesses, and they make us better. It doesn't matter the fact that they're a single-A team. And, a lot of people, especially today in the RPI, will look at that and say that's a problem because you're playing a single-A team as a 4A team, and it kills you in your RPI. But the backside of it is Coach Tackett's looking at big picture. The same reason why Raceland schedules the way they do, playing 4A teams, 6A teams, 3A teams, trying to find everything they can that's going to set them up for what they need to find when they get into district play in the latter part of the season, and then for what they hope to make another long postseason run coming up toward December. Joining me now here in a postgame is the Rams head coach, Mike Salmons. Coach, what an end to a crazy football game.
Yeah, our guys battled 48 minutes, and, we may have punched early, and we took some punches in the third quarter there. We were able to land on our feet and got a big stop in the fourth quarter and had a championship drive, and obviously we made a play at the end.
You go up 14-0, and then things kind of got stagnant, it seemed like. Did you feel like that maybe your team maybe lost focus a little bit, or was it Ashland making some really good adjustments there in the second quarter that kind of took some things away?
I think it was a little bit of both, right? We had scored on the first series. In the second series, I think we had a turnover on a pick. Then we scored on the third series. And then on the fourth series and the fifth series right before halftime, the biggest thing was, James, we just were not good on first down. And when you're not good on first down, it's really challenging, right? I mean, we're not this is a really good football team we just played tonight, and we were not good on first down. And when you're not good on first down, it really makes the game hard for us, and we make it the game harder than it needed to be. Then in the third quarter,
15 plays, 7 minutes and 22 seconds. You get yourself into field goal range, and Jake Waller hits a career long to put you guys into a victory. What a way to accent a season with that's a championship moment drive in the first game of the year.
Yeah, it really was. I thought our offensive line was at that point was fresh, and they really started leaning on them. Picked up again. We were good on third down, and we were good on first down on that drive, which kind of gives you a lot more opportunities to do a lot of different things. And so that's kind of who we were. We did have a little issue down here at the end there, and had fourth down, and took a timeout and couldn't decide exactly what to do, and ended up going to maybe a play that we installed on day one or something. Something that you just really believe in. And, I think our guy actually caught that ball,
Yeah,
too.
Ison caught the ball. It would have been a first down regardless, but you got the PI and got you 15. It took you down into field goal range.
Yeah, at that point, we were, when we got the ball, Coaches said, let's run this thing out. And we were trying to – we felt like the 25 was kind of the landmark. Knowing us, 27, 28, we'd have probably, tried to take a kick at it because if it killed the goal line, we could have, went to overtime. So there's no risk at that point. But once we got inside the 20 on the PI, he's playing with house money there. We knew what we wanted to do. Had a lot of confidence in Jake and what he's able to do for us on all phases of the game, kicking, quarterbacking, leading our football team maybe tonight. We didn't put the ball in the air that much, but, you got to play to your strengths, right? And tonight that was our game. Maybe next week it'll be different. But, again, when we had to make a throw, we made a throw. And so, really proud of him. Again, he'll be the first to tell you, we kick all the time. We work at it. And he was just an extension of the team right there. And he stepped up and made a big play. And proud of him and proud of our leadership for getting us in that situation.
Some of the biggest plays that Jake had tonight, like you said, it's not a prolific air ball that he throws a mile. It was a couple of fourth down conversions, which he sticks his nose in there and gets downhill and gets you those first downs. But more importantly, the big kick there, a career long for him. And that's, again, you start the ball game off with a 71-yard home run, and then you hit a big home run there to close it out. What a way to start off season number 100.
Yeah, kind of bookends, right? Started off with an elite explosive play, something that, quite honestly, we've been missing for a year or two in our offense. Just not being able to hit those big home runs like we were able to tonight, and that was a big home run. And kind of got time on our side. We just, again, couldn't exert ourselves there in the second quarter to get a little bit of separation. I felt like we kind of had them on their heels, but we just couldn't capitalize. And so that's part of it. Again, they got a good football team. They're going to win a lot of games. They're going to be right there at the end, I'm sure, in their respective division. And we'll just go back to work. Again, like we told our team, they're not, this is week one. They're not sizing rings on Monday or anything like that. Obviously, you want to go 1-0 and try to get back to work and learn from it, and that's exactly what we'll do.
One of the biggest things I think you'll take back this week, you were minus on the turnovers. 3 turnovers tonight. You put it on the ball on the ground twice, and one of those immediately led to the touchdown that got Ashland on the scoreboard and kind of got them moving forward. And that's one of those momentum plays that it can really flip the way a football game is happening in a moment's notice.
Yeah, 2 second-half turnovers. And, again, both of them I felt like we're across the 50 or somewhere in the ballpark of the 50 when we're really back trying to seize momentum. And just couldn't get it done.
Get you to wrestle Jake out of bed. You guys come in on the show do the morning?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go wrangle him up. I didn't even get to make my way to him after the game. Again, Jake's a humble kid, right? He won our quarterback position, midway through the season last year, and Jake's extremely intelligent. He's in line to be valedictorian, I'm sure, for his class, and has really grown up as far as being able to control his emotions and what he does for our football team. And he really studies the game, and really proud of him and all he does and how he leads our football team. He's not extremely vocal. I'm sure he is in his buddies' little circles or whatever, but, around the locker room or whatever, he's somewhat humble, somewhat quiet, and he is very humble. And so I'm just proud of him. But, again, you talk to him, he'll be the first to tell you, hey, look, they snapped it and held it, and I kicked it, and that's my job, and their job's to block, and their job's to snap, and their job's to
Are you telling me he's a Bill Belichick of a player type of guy?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he would be that, but our coach is certainly that way. That's how we are. We're building the process and trying to get better as we go. Just try to be present in the moment, and we'll go back to work and learn from this one and on Sunday, and then on to PRP.
Yeah, and the good thing is, show doesn't start till 10, so you get an extra hour of sleep that you can sneak in there for a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
thank you for the reminder. Hopefully I'll make it home by then.
I know how that works. So, Coach, always a pleasure. Nice win tonight. We'll talk to you in the morning.
Thank you, James.
Raceland head coach Mike Salmons joining me here in post-game commentary. That's going to wrap us up here tonight on our first game with the Total Media Sports Network, and what a way to start off the 2025 season. A 37-yard field goal from Jake Waller as the Raceland Rams walk it off for win number 1 to start out the 2025 season. And what a way to do it, with only their 11th win ever over Ashland, but their 3rd in the last 5 meetings, including 2 of those right here at Putnam. 17-14, your final score. Raceland on the road next Friday night. We'll head down to Louisville and PRP. An 8 o'clock first kickoff for that game due to the long travel time. So our pregame show will begin at 7:40. right here on the Total Media Sports Network. Again, tomorrow morning I'll be with you beginning at 10 a.m. for Across the Line. We'll take Mike Sammons and hopefully Jake Waller inside the Octagon to break this one down. We'll talk about all the games from around the area as well as Major League Baseball. The final days of the PGA tournament this weekend down in East Lake for the Tour Championship in Atlanta. We'll break down the first 2 rounds and see where we stand with that. And, of course, the Border Sporty Goods rant of the week. I've got about 3 things. I might have to make an extra segment just to get through the rant of the week this week. I've got a lot of stuff built up. That's it for us here tonight. A big thanks to all of our great sponsors for jumping on with us here. Until next week, big thanks to Mike Simmons. I'm James Collier saying so long for Putnam Stadium. Rams win it 17-14.
Thank you for watching another Raceland Rams football broadcast on Kool TV. This broadcast of Raceland Rams football has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Total Media Sports Network and Kool TV.